Previously on Roxy SMP Reborne.
We've reached 100 subscribers. Woo. I ordered a cake on delivery, so it'll come later.
A stored cake.
No, it was handcrafted by.
Bakery man.
Is this an Olive Garden? Yeah, is this an Olive Garden?
No!
Ooh, there's a bed. I want to just take this bed. Can I take the bed?
Wait, you can't eat wood?
Imagine being a witch that like goes cackle cackle and splashes potions on people. No, a witch. Like the blocky, wordy. What? Oh no. Where are we going? Faye, got you the signs. Faye, where are you? I'm in the library.
Finally! Alrighty, give me my attention.
I'm in the library.
Oh, you're in the library? Okay, Ender, go to the library.
I can't, I'm eating trees.
You're eating trees?
I
Yes.
don't care, go to the library.
No.
Come on, Ender, let's go.
I am a hungry man.
Give me the signs.
I eat many things,
Okay,
including
Okay,
Here you go.
fetch Ender. Fetch Ender.
Okay, I will.
I'm going to
I'll
set
be-
up the classroom.
I'll be right back.
I see another
Ender,
baby.
come on, let's go.
I
Where
must
are you?
consume.
What? You're eating babies? Okay, come on, let's go. Okay. Okay, let's.
Because you guys are some uneducated little meanie heads.
You just call us meanie heads? Wow, so rude, so rude. Okay, I'm going in there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Language.
You're the meanie head.
Pay attention. You might want to take some notes. Ask some questions if. Okay. Well, feel free to ask questions if needed, as long as they aren't stupid questions. And thanks. And so, okay, here we go. Here's the beginning of our lesson. There are 10 classes of witches and warlocks. What are just literally male witches, so any class of witch, there's a class of warlock. So I'm just gonna say witches, because that's what's easier on me, and that's what, you know. And witches and warlocks live together within their class. So, for example, healing witches will live with healing warlocks. Because, yeah. And some towns have multiple classes in them. It really depends on the town. Some spells will be hard for them. However, not every witch is the same.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, what information did you get?
Spells are hard, and witches and warlocks are the same thing, but different gender. And
Got
there's
it.
10 classes.
Alright, so their magic comes from inside their body. It's an organ that is inside of their lungs. It is in between their lungs, to be exact. It's not inside. I worded that weirdly. It is.
So they
we
can't
literally
breathe.
have-
Makes sense.
No, they can breathe. It is
Well,
just
it's inside their lungs, so.
it's in between their lungs. I
must
already
be
corrected
painful.
myself.
I have quichon. I have a quichon.
Okay, what's your question, darling?
I thought witches and warlocks only had potions, no magic.
No. They have magic. They can make potions, definitely. But
But then
technically,
why don't they ever use magic to fight? Like whenever random witch attack you, why don't they use magic to fight? They only use potion.
I'm gonna get to that. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So let's see. So this organ that is in between their lungs is a completely separate organ to any organ any human will have, because humans do not have it. Meaning we are literally different species. That's why our ears are different. So
You don't even have ears visible. Your hair's too fat.
thanks. I love fluffy hair. So our magic comes from energy that organ produces. However, just like humans, each witch is a little different. Where the frick did Ender go?
I don't like.
He disappeared.
Ender, get back here, or else you'll have. If you don't get back here right now, you'll have after school detention, and then you'll be learning the same lesson for multiple times. No! If you walk out that door, you'll have a detention.
I know. I'm coming back.
Of course, it's the two most stupidest boys ever.
What? If you're writing stuff on the board, oh, I went to the wrong place. Oops.
I have not written anything on the board yet.
Well, I need to take pictures because I have to leave early. I have a dentist appointment.
No more teacher.
Now that that's cleared out, back to the Ender.
I was closing the door.
Okay, I just have trust issues with you now. Okay, now that that's
What do you mean?
Now that that's I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry I yelled.
Okay.
This
Now that
teacher's a little mean.
Yeah, she's mean.
Yeah, because that's my species. Okay, so do you get the organ thing now?
Yeah.
Organ failure? Perfect. Got it. Okay. Keep going.
Let's see. It's not organ failure. It is a separate organ that humans do not have that is in between their lungs. And it produces a sense of energy. Okay? And this energy.
No.
And this energy.
No.
I cannot see. Oh, I cannot see.
Okay, I took my first note.
I need you to destroy that block that's in Ender's chair so I don't die. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, I took a note.
Okay, good. Let me see the note.
Where did he go? He's under the ground.
Under the sea.
Let's wrap this up so I can go to bed.
Hey, stop interrupting me!
It's a school night. I need to go to bed. Wait.
Yeah. Exactly, stupid. Okay. There is an organ in between.
I got it. Mommy, come home.
That produces energy. The energy is what creates magic. So magic comes from energy inside the witches that humans don't have. Humans have a different form of energy in terms of speed and body function. We have energy in terms of magic. Sorry I yelled, Roxy. I'm sorry. You're a good kid, but you have a detention after school.
No detention.
No.
That is not up to you to decide. I am the teacher, principal, and executive producer. Wait. That's a different thing. Every witch is different. I feel like I'm repeating myself in a time loop. So, for example...
Are we just in a loop? Like
No,
in
we're not.
Fortnite?
No, we're not. No,
I feel like I've done this before.
I hate Fortnite.
Just like you hate
So,
me.
a good example of each witch's energy being slightly different, it comes in the form of magic they can do. For example, healing witch doing healing magic, it will not have hurt them at all. It won't even take a little bit, not even a tiny bit of energy out of them. They can just do it right away like blinking. But they could struggle with another type of magic, which will be unique to the witch. So it could be aqua or water magic, or it could be grassland magic, or they'll struggle with just a different area of spell casting, and that'll take a lot of energy from them. And some spells they won't even be able to do at all, like fire spells. Again, this is all unique to the witch. So, depending on what spell is as easy as blinking to them, what spell they are born able to do, is their class. So the most common class, and honestly the lamest, is healing witches. They do healing spells, such as healing wounds, healing the mind. Very, healing is kind of a broad term. So that's what they do. Then you have Grassland Witches. Grassland is the second most common, and they do nature-like spells. So, like plant work, and they can be pretty gnarly too if they choke you out with a vine. Then we have Aqua. That is the third most common. Aqua, as the name suggests, focuses on water-type spells, right? And the fourth most common is Nether. Nether, why are you guys giggling? Nether witches do fire. I know you guys left. Get back here.
Surprise! I was right there.
Oh.
I could hear
Okay.
you. Also, do you like my note?
Yes, very good, very good. Again, couldn't be me. I probably wrote that a little high up. Can you see?
I mean, I'm not blind like you are, so.
I'm not blind either, so there we go. So those are the four most common classes. And then moving on,
Hey, give me a...
I just realized I skipped one. Skyland Witches. So I'm just gonna write Skyland Witches are the fourth most common. Sorry, guys, I made a mistake. Skyland Witches are actually the fourth most common. Nether Witches are the fifth most common. Nether Witches do fire, so those are the fifth most common. The fourth most common, Skyland, is like wind power. So they can change weather. It's not really wind power. That was they can make really strong winds, but they do weather type magic. So if you really want rain, go to a Skyland Witch, unless they're mad at you. And then, this is the sixth most common, which is, so it's really, we're getting to the rare territory. We're getting to the rare territory because 6 is not very common. But it's the sixth most common. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's my class, which is pretty much cooler than anything because it's a combination of the past 2 to 5 that we mentioned. It's Elemental Witch. I am an Elemental Witch. That is my class. I was born being able to do any form of element. So, for example, Grassland, they can only do nature easily. Aqua can only do water easily. Skyland can only do weather easily. And Nether can only do fire easily. I can do all of the above. I can do all of those. I've also dabbled in healing spells now and then. I'm not a healing witch. However, they are pretty easy, and so I can do them. Healing spells come along with protection spells, so... Oh my gosh. Roxy, shut up. I can see you texting Ender. Healing witches also do protection spells, but, that's not me. They're of the same class, though. Then, seventh most common, which again really isn't common, it's just the seventh one there, is Ender Witches. Ender Witches, work with, you can hear by the name, they work in fields of teleportation and telekinesis, and they usually have the Ender Dragon as their spirit guide, so that's pretty cool. I like Ender Witches. I think they're epic. Then this is one that's really difficult to cast. I cannot even begin to fathom. I've never casted a spell like this before. It is extremely difficult for me, but it's not extremely difficult for the eighth most common, but it's pretty rare. Portal witches. Who shot me?
No, it wasn't me.
So portal witches, they cast, like their name suggests, portals. Anyone can make a nether portal because it's made of... Okay.
It wasn't me! It wasn't me!
Then tell me who it was. Portal witches. Alright, they cast portal spells to any universe, to any timeline. If you want an OP witch, they're OP. Because they can send a portal to any alternate universe, any time, anything. Not just a simple nether or ender port. Then you have ninth most common, aka second most rare. Those are called psychological witch. They're called this because they play mind games with you. They can change your emotions. They can change what you see. They can make you see things. And they control your emotions. In other words, they can trick your brain into hating your best friend and loving your worst enemy if they wanted to. If anyone shoots me one more time, you're both getting the detention. Roxy, who did it? Did Ender do it? And if so, where is he? You will get punished if you don't tell.
You've committed so many murders.
Okay. Where is it? It would be here. So, that's what we have. We have portal witches.
Wait, I thought you said there's 10.
Portal witches, psychological witches. Yeah, I didn't get it right the 10th because Ender keeps shooting me. You need to tell him to stop. Seriously, Ender, quit it. The 10th type of witch, aka the rarest witch ever, and possibly even the most powerful witch, is dark witches. Dark witches and warlocks do dark magic, which is exactly what you think it is. Exactly. So KJ is a dark warlock, and I am an elemental witch.
So what you're saying is you're weaker than KJ.
What I'm saying, no, I'm saying I'm more common than KJ. This is not on strength. This is on...
Well, you did say the healers are weak.
Commonality. Healing spells are weak. However, a healing witch, depending on the witch, could possibly be able to do dark spells. But it just happens to be that healing comes the easiest to them. And there can be a dark witch that cannot, to the life of them, do healing spells.
Oh.
And those are pretty simple spells. So
wait, Minecraft witches and witches aren't the same thing.
No. What you're thinking of is a potion maker. Potion makers there's the only real difference between them and just a really ugly person is that they're slightly smarter.
That was a roast.
They have a slight bigger brain. So while witches and warlocks have a straight up completely different organ and completely different ears, and overall, though looks and is very human passing, technically is not a human. Not even technically, just straight up is not a human. Potion makers are very, very much human, but their brain is slightly bigger than a human brain. That is literally the only difference, except that they are born to be extremely ugly. If you're a potion maker, you do not get a chance of being pretty. And the only real difference between them and a human all humans could make any potion that they want to, and witches can make potions really easily because we tend to study potions in our schools. So that's why we're really good with them. But that's not what we do magic, as we went over. But potion makers only do potions, and they're basically born knowing how. That is the difference. Humans have to go out of their way to learn how. Potion makers just come out of the womb knowing exactly how to make the potion they want. And sometimes the potion effects last slightly longer. That is the difference. But they are not witches. Because witches, this is not even to brag, but witches are born beautiful. Now, that being said, I am a pretty average looking witch, so I wouldn't really consider myself that unique. Human standards, I'm drop dead gorgeous. Witch standards, I'm average. So it really depends on where you're looking at.
I made
Now,
another note.
Wizards is just another name for warlocks, which sometimes we'll call witches and wizards, sometimes we'll call witches and warlocks. There's no real difference between them, but if you want to get really, really technically, wizards are a little bit more premature. Essentially, wizards are just children, teenage warlocks.
I made a note.
So when you're a wizard and you turn 18, you're a warlock. When you're a witch and you turn 18, you're technically an enchantress. I still use the term witch because I like the word better.
Okay, but do you like my note?
Okay, let me see. Let me make sure it's accurate. I love your note.
Am I done with class now?
Yes,
Can I go
that is the
home?
lesson. So
Thank you. It makes sense. Is there a test?
There might be a test for Ender.
Okay, but yeah, it makes sense. Now I know. Thank you for
Alrighty.
educating me, Faye.